What's going on, guys? It's Jonathan. I'm a metal vocalist. Today we're going to be reacting to the Arctic Monkeys' Do I Want to Know, a live performance of it. I've watched this through one or two times beforehand, and this is my first experience with anything Arctic Monkeys at all, and there's a lot of really interesting stuff in here. There's a lot of really cool stylistic choices that they make, specifically with like what era they very obviously get a lot of inspiration from. So without further ado, let's get right into it. This is Arctic Monkeys' Do I Want to Know. Already, I think it's super cool that he's playing a 12-string guitar. And they have a very 50s vibe to them.
Got color in your cheeks. You ever get that feel that you can't shift, the tide that sticks around like summits in your teeth? And some aces up your sleeve. Have you no idea that you're in deep? I dreamt about you nearly every night this week. How many secrets can you keep? 'Cause there's this tune I found that makes me think of you somehow, and I play it on repeat.
So, already a minute into the song, it is very, very much inspired by the 50s. I know that this song came out significantly later than the 50s, but it's very obviously inspired by the 50s. Everything from the style to like their clothing to the type of guitars that they're playing to even his vocal style. I hear a lot of like Elvis Presley in that like more nasally delivery of like the "Do you got something in your cheeks?" like that sort of thing, which I know that I just butchered that. But yeah, it's super interesting that that is still a thing that is going on. It's also very I want to say this is 50s. Correct me if I'm wrong here, you older people in the comment section below. But the people who are around, this feels very like 1950s sort of blues, where it's a very, very simple chord progression, very simple riff that sort of carries on through, but it hits home. It's got a really nice feel to it. And the vocalist is just like, it kind of feels like he's a little bit off and kind of ad-libbing just a little bit for a lot of it, but I think that's kind of the point of it, and I think that that is super cool. And obviously, Alex's hairstyle here is very, very nice. It's making me want to cut all this off, if I'm being honest. But let's continue, because there's something even more interesting in the chorus. And I love just like the white t-shirt that the guitarist is wearing. Okay, so sorry, it was the pre-chorus. So with the background vocalists, the keyboardist and the bass player, when they went, "Do I wanna know?" that is so 50s it hurts. The 50s was, from my understanding of it, again, correct me if I'm wrong, but the 50s, to my understanding, was very, it was kind of very similar to today, where they really liked dudes who could sing as high as possible, and they really, really used off their falsetto, which you don't really hear as much these days. But they had a lot of the times they had very nice refined falsetto, especially backing tracks, especially in the backing vocals. But a lot of times you would hear it in also the lead singer, and I think that that is a super cool thing that they added here to sort of pull in the whole style that they're going for here, as well as, ironically, Alex has a very nice, deep, buttery baritone voice, which again, super similar to Elvis's style, where it's like you feel like you're eating salted butter. Like it's just like a nice piece of toast with a nice butter on it. It's really smooth and nice. I'm sorry, I had to pause it there again. Did you see his mouth there? Look at that use of the jaw. Right there. That's a guy who knows how to sing. Man, it's so simple, but it works so well.
Been wondering if your heart's still open, and if so, I wanna know what time it should. Simmer down and poke her up. I'm sorry to interrupt, it's just I'm constantly on the coast. I've tried and to kiss you. I don't know if you feel the same.
It's literally like, look at this. Look at this. I can. You Photoshop Alex out of here and you just put Elvis here, and it's the same picture. It's the same picture. He doesn't quite hold the guitar super wrong like Elvis does, but it's the same picture. And that facial expression too, man. So Elvis.
If you wanted to, if this feeling flows both ways, was sort of hoping that you'd stay, that the nights were mainly made the same things that you got say tomorrow day, crawling back to you.
The riff is so modern rock though, man. Like I could totally see a band like Bad Flower coming out with a song that has a literal identical riff. They probably would have taken it stylistically in the musically in a different way than Arctic Monkeys does, but like that's sort of how they blend in where current modern mainstream rock is going, and with the way that 1950s rock was. Also, while I have it paused here, I hate this. This right here, I'm circling it with my cursor. That is the worst. So, rule of thumb, when you're singing or speaking into a microphone, I'm actually a little bit too far away from my microphone right now, but when you're singing or speaking into a microphone, how you want to do it is take your fist. You want about 6 inches away from the microphone. That way the microphone can actually pick up your entire voice and you're not going to overload it and destroy it. Also, like, I don't want to sing on a microphone. Mind you, I'm never going to touch a microphone like with my lips ever, unless it's for a comedic effect with the boys. But I don't want to sing on that microphone after he just did it, after he has, because that's gross. Or sorry, that's gross. That's disgusting. So what you want to do is, when you're about to sing, you want to get your microphone, you want to take a fist, put it on the microphone gently, and then you want to put your mouth on the other end of your fist, take the fist away. This is where I want to sing from. This is where I want to speak from. This is the way that you get the optimal volume and also not destroying the microphone, which this is a Sennheiser. I don't remember what that particular version is called, but that's a very nice microphone that he is mistreating. Let's carry on. Look at that. That's awful. And I guarantee you that his slider, if he were to back off of that microphone just a little bit, the audio tech guy would move the slider up a little bit. Would move it up more than just a little bit. Another interesting thing, I liked that, like the "too busy being yours," that thing. I love that. I know I just blew out your eardrums too with that. I apologize. I should have backed away from that a little bit. I also love the tension that the lead electric guitar is giving us right now. That like that like 1-3-6 thing that they have going on there. Super cool little music theory thing. That 3 and that 6, one right after the other, because in this song was written in major. In the common major keys, 1 is major, 2 and 3 are minor, and then 4 and 5 are major, and then the 6 is also minor. So you have the major root with the minor 3 and the minor 6 there that kind of causes a little bit of tension in the song. And they didn't. Another thing that I noticed is they didn't end that little guitar part on the 1. They ended it on the 6. They ended on the 6. So a lot of really cool, interesting things there. Not much interesting vocally, other than the fact that he does the Elvis kind of nasally, more singing thing that Elvis does. And the very kind of harsher falsetto that again was super common in the 50s, and just a really solid modern rock song that has a really nice simple riff that is hooking and engaging, as well as super quality, very simple verse, chorus, verse, bridge, chorus, I think was if I'm remembering that right, the structure of the song. So yeah, that one might end up in my daily wear playlist that I listen to on a daily basis. So yeah, super cool. I thought that Alex did fine as the vocalist. I think that he does things stylistically that I personally don't do, but that's just because we sing two very different genres. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, leave a comment, tell me what you thought of the video, tell me if I'm completely wrong and full of garbage, or if I was onto something. Let me know in the comment section below. Feel free to subscribe if you liked my personality or the Arctic Monkeys, and happy singing.